Inbounds for Kanab at the 6:15 mark out of the Mickey Houston timeout to reset that offense. McDonald at the top, screen and roll. Oh, and missed a chance to go into the post.
Yeah, she was wide.
And into the angle. Oh, there is Jimmer Fredette. She just embarrassed you. She put you in your spot, buddy.
That just shocked the Wildcat defenders there that she even released that one from about out of bounds.
Whitney Houston way out there on that one and connect on the three. It's a 4-3 score here. Down in the low block, turned around, and then a baseline drive and lost out of bounds. So the turnover on Richfield.
A lob pass inside to Utley, and Beck was streaking to the basket. She tried to hand off to her, but I think Sammy thought Madison was going to shoot that.
We're just into the first quarter here. 5:40 remaining. Winner of this one will play for the state championship against Emory. To the high post. And down to the block. Lover puts up the shot, no good. Rebound tipped and taken down in the baseline by McDonald. Comes out top, Houston. Far side to Jessica. Corner right side, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Sloan Roundy, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, Sloan's going to have to be careful, you know, with 5:22 in the first picking up that early foul. They have to have her on the floor.
Inbounds for Kanab in the corner. Glover out to Whitney. Whitney will come to the top on the left-hand dribble. Now to McDonald. Shaylee McDonald at the free throw line, tries to penetrate through there, loses the ball, picks it up, throws it away down in the corner, turnover on Kanab. You know, Rich, I think one of the differences I'm seeing between the, if I could call them upper echelon of girls teams and the ones that are mid-level is how quick they make the passes.
Yeah,
and how strong they make passes.
Quick ball movement reminds you a little bit more of the boys' game.
Yes, it does. And I think that's an advantage that those upper echelon teams have. Out top, three-point shot is off of the rim after the missed shot by La Jeunesse. The rebound is back out. She'll come into the paint, put it off the glass, and go for two.
Yeah, nice dribble drive down the middle and kept alive by Madison Utley's offensive rebound.
McDonald in the back cut to Houston. Houston just inside the free throw line. Shot rips out, and the rebound down to Roundy. Give it up now to La Jeunesse. She'll key it. Looks down low when it's a long. You talk about passing. Oh. That's it right there.
Yeah, when you can make 30-foot passes to the paint, you're going to come out ahead.
McDonald gets it into the hands of Glover. Caitlin Glover goes up, no good. Puts it back, hits the shot, and the foul will probably go on Megan Bean here.
Yeah, Glover, you know, she's missed a couple inside against Bean, but I've liked that she's taken it at her because, you know, if you can get Megan Bean in foul trouble, it's worth a few extra missed shot attempts trying.
So she got the bucket, have a chance at a free throw here to get this to within two. Up to the 4:18 mark here in the first period. Left-handed free throw is good. So we're at 8-6. Halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University. And, of course, our pregame by Honey's Marketplace. We didn't have much chance to get into much on that Honey's Marketplace pregame, but they have the largest gluten-free and specialty food section in Kane County. So we'll give them a mention or two more on here on this early go. Skip pass down to the top of the key to the angle right, and shot is airballed by Sloan Roundy. The ball will go to Kanab. Inbound just inside the 4-minute mark here.
Yeah, that was kind of in Whitney Houston range there. Maybe a step or two out of Sloan's range.
Defense will pick it up just outside the three-point line. Shea McDonald with the dribble right now, kind of a setup dribble. Glover came to the high post. That was denied. Flash high post again. Pass comes down into the deep corner. And out to McDonald, who will launch a three. Going to come off right-hand side. Rebound taken down by Sloan Roundy. Goes on the dribble, splits the seam, keeps the head up, comes down into the paint, dumps down low, and shot up and good by Sloan Roundy.
Yeah, Roundy, nice penetrate kick, drops that pass into Megan Bean. Sloan does a great job of setting up her teammates.
Whitney Houston gets it now to McDonald. McDonald works to the top, reverse it, double team, and dribbles out of that one. Pass now in the bounce pass. They come down low, Glover lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, good rotating help defense there by Madison Utley, taking away McDonald flashing inside, and it went out off of McDonald out of bounds.
10-6, the score just inside the 3-minute mark. And this matchup. Long pass comes near side, and they'll skip down baseline far side and outside La Jeunesse. And hits on a three-pointer. Ball movement, and it opened it up.
McHale, a couple of feet behind the three-point line, drains it.
13-6, biggest lead of the ball game here for Richfield. McDonald out near midcourt by the Thunderbird. High post to Glover. Nobody's breaking off of it, though. They aren't getting the motion. Now to McDonald. I'm not sure what their offensive set is.
Kind of doing a lot of standing right now.
Alicia Houston drives right-hand side. And Whitney Houston hits a long-range three, and she's fouled by Sammy Beck. Man, I wouldn't want to get in a half-court contest with her if I were Jimmer Fredette. I think she might beat him.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
And Roundy trying to close out on her, but she closed out right into her after the release.
You come in sideways, a lot of times that's going to happen to you, isn't it? Because you've got momentum carrying you forward. But chance for a 4-point play here by Whitney Houston.
And costly second foul by Roundy.
And the free throw bounces in. 13-9, so the 4-point spread, 2:15 mark. Roundy comes across on the dribble, crosses over far side. They come down low, baseline. And now down, whistle. And a foul call.
Yeah, Whitney Houston already has equaled her total last night with 7 here with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That foul was on Whitney Houston, her first. 13-10 on the scoreboard. Inbounds for Richfield. Sloan Roundy down in the corner. 3-point shot, a little bit short. And the rebound.
Roundy was close there battling for that rebound for another foul.
McDonald comes out top to Alicia Houston. Alicia kicks it left to McDonald. Comes around the dribble to Whitney Houston. Gets a screen, comes left to Alicia Houston in the paint. Tries to bounce pass inside, stolen away by Sloan Roundy. And comes down on the pass to the far side to Beck. Inside, there's a steal now by Kanab. Alicia Houston works it up. She'll hold up with it and tie up. She left the ball kind of hanging out there. And Madison Lully got in and tied it up.
Yeah, just didn't quite protect it there. Richfield, a couple of forced passes inside resulted in the turnover.
So the toss in here to Whitney Houston. Inside, shot is up and good by Glover. They worked a nice little play on the baseline.
Yeah, Kanab's got some good momentum here.
It's a 13-12 on the scoreboard with 1:14 remaining. Playing catch outside Richfield near side. They'll skip over in the far corner. And then Beck will bring it out. High post, turned around and shot up off the glass though. Missed it on the layup. The put back, that is good by Sammy Beck.
Yeah, Sammy off a nice pass by Alethea, but she retrieved her own miss and made the more difficult attempt.
So it's 15-12 with 45 seconds remaining. Let's see if Kanab content to work for one shot here. Right side pass to Houston and comes through, loses the ball on the floor.
Yeah, Beck diving. She did about a 10-foot dive from across the court there.
She made contact with the ball with her foot, so it's the same as kicking if you're standing up as laying down. So inbounds here for Kanab. And to McDonald. McDonald comes to the right hand. Goes over the far side. Lajeunesse picking up her on the defense. McDonald left hand now to Whitney Houston. Defended by Beck. Backs away near midcourt. 18 seconds remaining. And going to set a screen. Let Houston come off from that. And then a moving pick. Yeah. That was
Shaylee McDonald.
If she'd have sat and stayed, she'd have been okay. But she extended an elbow and lifted up a foot. And then gets called for the moving pick with 12 seconds remaining.
Yeah, just tried to give a little extra there to free up Houston for another possible long-range three.
Set your spot, and then it's up to the player that's wanting to come off the pick to drive the defender into it. 3-point lead with 6 seconds remaining at the free throw line, and then come inside, ball loose on the floor. Inside help defense. It's ripped away by Glover, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Richfield 15, Kanab 12 at the end of one period. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Shop. The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Travel those hills and style and comfort with a Ford truck from Jorgensen Ford. Ford trucks built Ford tough to last. Smart truck, smart choice. Stop by Jorgensen Ford at 1000 South, Coveview Road, Richfield, Utah, or give them a call at 435-896-8436. Experience the Jorgensen difference.
And a smile on their lips. 15-12 as we go into the second quarter of play. Munoz checks into the ball game here for, or is in the ball game for Richfield, along with Bean. Point guard will be Lajeunesse. Roundy. Munoz in the corner, comes out top with it. Lajeunesse. Back to Roundy. Kanab in the zone. Far corner. And then comes across out top. 3-point shot set by Roundy, and bingo!
Roundy gets her first points of the game on that 3-point shot.
It's a 6-point spread at 18-12. Fair good pace in that first period. You'd expect about that kind of scoring is what we had.
Yeah, quicker pace than yesterday for both teams.
Shot from in the corner is no good by Jessica Houston. And then out top of the key, that's a launch of a long one. That's no good by McDonald. Tipped away and lost last touch by Richfield. So inbounds for Kanab. McDonald went chasing from a long way away and chased that thing down on the baseline.
Did a great job there keeping it alive for the Cowboys.
In the corner to Glover, now out to Whitney Houston. Defended by Beck. That's a
wow.
Well, that was, I don't know.
That was
Jessica Houston with a defender right in the face.
Yeah, they should like to have that one back.
Yeah, I think so. So that's 7:08 remaining in inbounds here for Richfield. That was an air ball. Didn't anywhere come close. Sloan Roundy, experienced player, comes across Lajeunesse.
Kanab kind of extending right now, trapping near half court.
And trying to force it into the middle. Lajeunesse tried to make a pass from 2 spots away, and it got picked off. Whitney Houston will pass down into the corner, a high one, and it's over to Richfield.
Yeah, McDonald tried to save that out of bounds, but saved it to the Wildcats.
And Richfield at the other end. Shot's no good. Rebound put back. Whistle. We'll have a foul. Free throws coming up here for Munoz at the charity stripe. Halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University, where you get involved in your education so you experience more learning. It seems like every color man I get has had a SUU experience. It must turn out
quite a few of us
turn out coaches,
here.
administrators, and broadcasters down here, huh?
Yeah, well, and this is hometown for me, as
yes,
I grew up down the street.
You know, when I looked at Mickey Houston, and I go back, I was doing, well, this dates me, I guess, but you were playing, and Mickey Houston was playing back this day. I was down at Kanab. I was.
Yeah, Mick played baseball here when I played basketball.
Gib Arnold, Roberts, down at Pineview when they first started up.
Head coach at the University of Hawaii right now.
Second free at first, second one not. It's 19-12. Big lead of 7 again. That was one time in the first quarter. Whoa, and another. This is like a pinch hitter coming in. I think Jessica Houston come in as a designated 3-point shooter and airballs another one. It's like, I'm going to get it and shoot it.
Yeah, she kind of, nobody expected her really to shoot that as she launched another one and shot a 24-footer about 20.
So Richfield up by 7 with 6:14 remaining in this second quarter. Munoz far angle. Lajeunesse near angle. Sloan Roundy, she sets. Reversed the ball and missed the shot. Rebound, couldn't control it down in the corner. Was Utley trying to get to it, so it'll be Kanab ball.
Bean had been right there in that corner, but she aggressively went to the basket and just bounced over her head.
So Whitney Houston gets the play call from Mickey, and they'll run a number 1 set here with a high post. Glover will set that screen. The other day they did a double screen set to get Houston open, and here's a pick after the loose ball tapped away by Megan Bean, right side, and a shot by Lajeunesse falls short. McDonald will pick up the foul. Is that going to be 2 on her?
It is, and heads-up play there by Lajeunesse. She had an angle on McDonald and just took her right at her, forcing the foul.
So at the free throw line, Lajeunesse at the 5:41 mark. Coming up on our post game, we'll be naming Honey's Market Place Player of the Game for Kanab. You can get a 10-piece chicken meal deal for the family tonight on our Player of the Game for Richfield.
Yeah, Wingers player of the game. Wingers home to the world-famous wings with fire sauce. Enjoy some wings tonight at Wingers in Richfield.
Well, not a good trip at the free throw line. No points out of that one. for La Jeunesse, so we're still at 19-12. Kanab with the ball. And Jessica Houston comes to the far side, angle to Whitney Johnson. Out top, McDonald. Munoz defends on her. Pass to Whitney Houston. A lot of pass, kind of a float cut, and then they don't clear on through and clear one side or the other. Here's Whitney Houston, another three, and that's an air ball one. And so Kanab seems to be intent on trying to make a, well, sometimes it's not even make a pass, just live and die by a long threes right now.
Yeah, and to start the game, Richfield let them have a few threes at closer range, and now they've extended that defense out, and Kanab's still trying to launch them just from about 5 feet further out.
Right side angle high. La Jeunesse comes to the high post, down to the baseline drive. Hang in the air, puts the shot up. Nice move to the hoop by Megan Bean.
Yeah, the Wildcats do a great job of going high-low and finding Bean that time low.
It's a 9-point spread now. The baseline drive, kick it outside. Shot from the shoulder, rims off, and the rebound, Richfield. 21-12, 9-point lead. Richfield has outscored Kanab 6-0 in the quarter. Turnaround in the paint. Munoz's shot is no good. Tipped out. The rebound. Come out top. 3-point shot is good by Slow Roundy.
Yeah, this might be where Kanab needs a timeout here. This game could get away from them.
24-12. They're down by 12 here with 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. And mainly they've got to get something else figured out offensively because of what they've been running here.
Well, they got
pretty predictable.
Yeah, and they got early fouls on Bean and Roundy, but those 3-point attempts aren't going to get those players out of the game with foul trouble.
Well, they made the pass to the high post there and then kicked it back out to the guard. Whitney Houston from the angle left, and that one rubs off the iron, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. You know, I know they feel there's probably intimidation in her defensively, but when your high post player gets that, sometimes she just needs to square around and be a threat. Yeah. And at least it'll maybe open some player cuts from elsewhere. So here's Richfield across again. 15-12 coming into the quarter, 24-12 now. Shot from the deep corner right, no good. And then the left angle, down low, shot off Munoz, no good. Rebound and Kanab.
Good defense there by McDonald, affecting Alethea's shot inside.
Glover puts the pump fake up, goes in for the shot. This will be on Sloan Roundy, I believe.
That's an excellent possession for Kanab there. They
did something different, didn't they?
They get McDonald going to the basket where she has been able to draw fouls inside, and that time they get Roundy for that one.
I think they did. Yep, they did.
And I thought she had 2, but that's going to be her second.
That is her second. Okay, that's what the scoreboard's saying. Free throw is good by Glover. Caitlin Glover, 5'10" sophomore.
And Caitlin with 6 points.
Alicia Houston is back into the game. And Jessica Houston is out. So out is Whitney Johnson. Second free throw is no good. 1 point in the quarter. 1 point in about 5 minutes of play for Kanab. They're going to do a little pressure here on the defense. And then pass will come far side. Down to the baseline. Crossover near us. La Jeunesse. She'll plant and shoot. And nothing but on a three-pointer.
Is what they eat, and Richfield just executes that skip pass to perfection.
Ball tipped, and La Jeunesse gets called on a foul. It'll be inbounds for Kanab with the 2:56 on the clock. We appreciate that Honey's Marketplace presented our pregame today. They always feature fresh, crisp produce that's second to none at Honey's close to home, 260 East, 300 South of Tab. We've got the halftime show coming up presented by Southern Utah University.
Sammy Beck deflecting the inbounds pass out of bounds.
Inbounds, side court. Kanab to Whitney Houston. A lot of games under that Garrow's belt. She has played a lot of high school basketball.
An excellent performer for the Cowboys through the years.
Pass to the high post, then out into the corner. McDonald missing the shot, the rebound down to Richfield. They'll gather and then set.
A little better shot attempt there. At least they had a chance to fight for a missed shot.
Corner right to Munoz. Deep corner. Now back outside. Beck, angle. La Jeunesse, far side. Bean out the top. Back to Munoz down in the corner right side.
Strip.
And then taken away by McDonald.
Nice strip by McDonald, just getting it from behind.
She'll cross it over to the right-hand side. 3-point shot on the way for Kanab, and draining that one is Hannah Reedhead.
Yeah, Kanab doing the same thing Richfield's had success. Nice skip pass to the corner, and Reedhead drains the three.
So it's a 11-point spread at 27-16, just inside the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter of play. Kanab in the zone. Pass come to the high post and back out La Jeunesse. She'll fire a long one. That one in and out. Rebound tipped out to Richfield. And it'll come near side. Munoz comes into the paint to Bean and off the glass for two.
Bean had lost her balance on the catch, but regathered, and nice swinging shot to her right. Give her 8 points in this first half.
Biggest lead's been 14. Houston down to the baseline. Shot's good by Glover.
Great offense there by the Cowboys.
Last three possessions have looked a lot better, haven't they, for them?
And give Glover 8 points here in this first half.
29-18. She'll try to get it down to a 10-point spread. I think if you're Mickey Houston, you want to try to get this to single digits before halftime. So 29-19 with 1:20 remaining. La Jeunesse out top to Beck. Far side. Bean. La Jeunesse out top. They come to the high post. Ball tipped loose. Retrieved by Glover finally.
Had a teammate down court, Hannah Reedhead, but they weren't able to get it to her in time.
Whitney Houston, the angle to McDonald. Near us, McDonald rotates the dribble now to Whitney Houston in the near angle. Works to the top, pass on the far side. Here's the baseline drive. Shot blocked and taken down by Richfield. Munoz retrieves in the far corner.
Yeah, Megan Bean come over from her, leaving her man and coming over to help and block that shot.
Munoz in the angle. Munoz comes baseline. Holds it up there. We'll kick it out top. Got it finally into the hands of Beck. And a drive and a whistle. With 31 seconds remaining. Mick Houston telling his defensive here what they've got to do.
The Cowboys doubled down in the post, and Utley made a nice pass to Beck at the high post with open room to drive.
So at the charity stripe here, Sammy Beck for Richfield. And hits the first one. Came into it 15-12 into the quarter. Right now, that means Richfield also with as many points this quarter so far as they had in the first period. It's only a 7-point quarter for Kanab. Second free throw also good.
Sammy with 6 points.
30 seconds on the clock and a half-court pickup here by Richfield. Long pass will come to McDonald. McDonald's baseline up and under and got it for two.
That was a great pass by Whitney Houston to McDonald.
It's a 10-point spread across midcourt for Richfield with 14 seconds remaining. Near us to Megan Bean. Down in the corner right side of Munoz. And they got her for walking.
Good call, as she had an idea to throw one place, changed her mind, but while she changed her mind, she shuffled her feet.
Munoz out and in is Emily Torgerson here in the closing seconds of this second quarter of play. So it's a 10-point spread, and Whitney Houston's not going to pick that up until she really has to. Comes off from the screen, works to the left-hand side, backs away, puts up a long shot on line. Oh, man, can she hit him.
I didn't think she was going to have room to get that one off.
31-24. Whitney Houston dialing up the threes here in the first half. It is a 7-point lead for Richfield at halftime. We've got the halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
His influence was so far-reaching that you couldn't even put a number on it.
It was the boy, not the game. He was making good young men out of them.
In order to build a small community, you have to be involved.
Kent is the TV and FM translator king of the world.
Just thick black smoke hitting us really hard, really fast, intense heat.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Amerilite, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
Nominated by Kanab High School and has been supporting high school activities for over 30 years. A graduate of Emory High School, Dave participated in football, wrestling, He has supported the high school sports teams by attending team activities and encouraging positive attitudes and hard work. Dave has been Cowboy Booster Club president for the past 6 years and is the announcer at all home football games. He writes, "The importance of high school activities is seeing the growth in the students. The lessons taught on the field and in the classroom builds character and teaches them life skills. Whether it's debate or drama, music or football, it's always fun to see the excitement generated when everyone involved in high school is involved in high school activities." Dave and his wife Stacy have been married 26 years and have raised 3 children. For his support of high school activities and his love for the students who participate in them, please join us now as we honor with a warm round of applause Dave Owen for Kanab as the 2013 Semifinals of the Year.
My name is Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in San Pete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
Competition hip-hop dance to Out of My Mind. The president is Caitlin Stones, the captain is Shelby Butler, and the coach is Sharon Wall. Ladies and gentlemen, the Richfield High School Azurettes.
Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Jorgensen's. It's that time of year again. This is the brand new 2013 800 Pro RMK, the lightest, most flickable sled on the market. Come on down and see it, sit on it, feel it, Let us tell you all about it. We have new client gear all ready to go, get you ready for the season. As you can see, it's that time of year, so come see us as soon as you can.
My name is Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in San Pete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Travel those hills in style and comfort with a Ford truck from Jorgensen Ford. Ford trucks built Ford tough to last. Smart truck, smart choice. Stop by Jorgensen Ford at 1000 South, Coveview Road, Richfield, Utah, or give them a call at 435-896-8436. Experience the Jorgensen difference.
His influence was so far-reaching, you couldn't even put a number on it.
It was the boy, not the game. He was making good young men out of them.
In order to build a small community, you have to be involved.
Kent is the TV and FM translator king of the world.
Just thick black smoke hitting us really hard, really fast, intense heat.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Amerilite, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South, Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
My name is Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in San Pete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
They can listen to satellite radio, they can listen to their iPod, but they don't give you local content. The local radio station can do that.
So my dad always told us, if you guys want to make a lot of money, you're going to have to move where the people are. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to stay here.
One thing that all the people that live here have in common is that they all chose this place, and they could probably make better money somewhere else. And so we're all here because we love this place.
Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Jorgensen's. It's that time of year again. This is a brand new 2013 800 Pro RMK, the lightest, most flickable sled on the market. Come on down and see it, sit on it, feel it. Let us tell you all about it. We have new client gear all ready to go, get you ready for the season. As you can see, it's that time of year, so come see us as soon as you can.
And that's our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. We're into the second half. Kanab basket to our right, Richfield to our left. Kanab the possession. Glover brings it outside to Whitney Johnson. That shot is no good to put back. I was shielded off. I guess that was McDonald.
Yeah, McDonald with she was able to retrieve the air ball underneath the basket and got a little angle and put it back in.
So they get it to within 5 now, 31-26. La Jeunesse, far side, Roundy. La Jeunesse, near side, down in the corner to Beck, and then out back to La Jeunesse. Zone defense here from Kanab. Beck crosses over right side, Roundy, little pump fake, steps in, puts up a 12-footer. That rolls off, the rebound taken down by McDonald. McDonald with the dribble, picked up by La Jeunesse. Comes to the middle, and then Glover with a 3. That one's a little long. The rebound tipped out and grabbed by Beck.
Yeah, pretty good inside-out three-point look there for the Cowboys. Just couldn't get it to go.
So now Richfield is set. Glover, who's the post player, is the one that cranked that long one. La Jeunesse down in the corner far side to Beck. Baseline ball picked loose and taken down by Glover.
Yeah, bounce pass into Bean, but there in a crowd, that bounce pass was difficult for her to retrieve.
Far angle, drive into the paint and losing the ball, and picked up here by Roundy. And she'll set it across.
Roundy doing what she does extremely well, getting her hands on the ball for steals.
Sloan comes near side now, near to us. Lajeunesse, the set up guard now to Roundy. Got a high post set there with Utley, but guard's playing catch outside right now with it. Now back to Lajeunesse. Kanab's kind of backing off on her. Lajeunesse going to have a chance to crank a three here pretty soon.
Yeah, they're really flattening that zone on near the corners.
Pass comes down into the far corner and then back out into the angle. Drive, set, Roundy kicks it back outside. Lajeunesse, the shot, a little short, and the rebound to Glover.
As you mentioned, that shot was bound to occur sooner or later, but Lajeunesse could not connect.
So Kanab to set. Out top, Jessica Houston. Johnson, now to McDonald. McDonald in the corner, and this is a long air ball shot again by Jessica Houston.
Yeah, trying to shoot that one over Utley, difficult.
Yep, and then on at the other end, and we'll have the foul. Whitney Houston fouling on Sammy Beck. Probably saved the layup because Beck was going to get that down low for a layup.
Yeah, Bean was all alone underneath, and it did prevent a sure two.
That's 2 fouls on Whitney Houston, inbounds for Richfield. Underneath the basket, down into the corner, then back out into the angle to Beck. Lajeunesse, Roundy, Beck, top, eyes it. Lajeunesse in the corner, puts that one up and hits it. Missed the one outside, but she got the one in the corner for 3.
Well, if she's left open and with time to set her feet in square, she's usually dead on.
8-point lead again, and McDonald released the pass to Jessica Houston. Jessica Houston dribbling to the free throw line, ran into Johnson. The back cut to Whitney Houston. Whitney bounces it inside to Glover. Glover goes up off the glass, misses it, gets it back again, and puts it up for 2 on the offensive board.
Great job by Glover sticking with that, and she has 11 points.
11 points, double figures now. Yeah. 34-28 to 4:35 mark in the third quarter. Larry Masco and Rich Barton with you with this Kanab Richfield matchup. Winner go on to the state championship game tomorrow night. And pass far side, Roundy. Sloan comes out top with it. Lajeunesse, angle near side. They come down to the low block. Turn, right-handed hook shot. That was sweet as could be from Megan Bean.
That's a shot I'd like to see more in high school basketball. Just a little sweep and hook shot to get around the 2
all
defenders.
In one motion, and just all in one motion. No hesitation to it at all. 36-28 at the midpoint of the quarter. Off the screen. And they didn't roll it. McDonald did not roll it into the paint. Pass comes now to Glover. Glover misses on the 18-footer. And it's a rebound to Richfield. At the other end, they've got a 2-on-1. Lajeunesse comes in off the glass, whistled. The foul call. It'll put Lajeunesse at the line to shoot 2. Coming up on our post-game show, Sunrise Engineering, serving clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. So at the 3:47 mark at the free throw line, Lajeunesse. Foul was on McDonald, was it?
Yeah, and that's her 3rd.
That's what I thought, yeah.
A nice unselfish pass there by Utley to Lajeunesse.
And the free throw's good.
McHale really having a great ball game so far. She's made 3 3-point attempts and give her 12 points.
Lineup change here for Kanab. Jessica Houston checks out. Free throw was also good, so 2 for 2 on that trip. 10-point spread, biggest lead of the quarter. Alicia Houston is in now, kicked ball. It'll be back inbounds. Again, Mickey Houston not getting the offensive set that he wanted here. Now he's got him spread out like he'd like.
I'm always impressed, Larry. I look at Kanab's bench, and Mick's doing it all by himself over there. Most teams have about 4 or 5 assistants sitting next to the head coach.
And they drive right-hand side now in the paint on the run, and there's Glover. Glover's been effective.
Glover's having a well of a ball game. Give her 13.
38-30. She made the drive and the hoop. Far side to Megan Bean. Crosses over near side. Down in Lajeunesse in the corner on the opposite side. And ball comes out top to Roundy. Sloan in a couple of steps will shoot a 3-point shot. That's an air ball, but the rebound put back rims off, and a rebound again. We've got a holding call on a foul.
Yeah, Beck went up, retrieved the air ball miss, put it up, missed it, got the rebound, and she had Bean, but she got pulled to the ground before she could hand it off to Bean for the easy two and got fouled.
Pass comes outside La Jeunesse. That foul was, and the rebound off the missed shot. They put that on Reedhead. Reedhead wanted to pick that foul up. Baseline drive. Whitney Houston is fouled on her way to the hoop. This is Whitney, by the way. Ones don't have a roster with an I. W-H-I-T-N-I on Johnson. Whitney with an N-E-Y on the Whitney Houston.
And I couldn't see. Let's see. They did give that foul to Utley.
Utley. Free throws for Whitney Houston. And got the first one.
Whitney with 11 points.
Try to get this lead back down to 6. And it's good. 38.
3 of 3 on free throws for Whitney.
2:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Little extended pressure, token pressure by Alicia Houston, a sophomore. And Richfield, no problem breaking that. La Jeunesse down in the corner, near side. Skip pass over far side, Roundy. Out top, La Jeunesse, in a step. Roundy comes in a couple of steps, dumps inside. Retrieve taken in by Reedhead for Kanab.
Yeah, nice steal by Reedhead, stealing that pass inside.
McDonald backs away, out top to Alicia Houston. She'll make the right side pass. Reedhead for 3. No good. She goes and gets her own rebound, puts it back. That was just hustled by Reedhead. Talk about following the shot. Put that on the film for how to follow a shot, huh?
Yeah, she ran around 2 Wildcat defenders, unboxed, and just wanted that ball more than anybody else.
Mark Peterson takes timeout. We'll take a 30-second break.
CC Auto Parts. My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in San Pete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
38-32, a 6-point lead for Richfield. They came in with a 7-point lead into the quarter, so we've been seesawing back and forth. We've had each team with a 4-point run. Kanab's with it now, and at the free throw line is Reedhead trying to chisel into this lead just a bit here.
Yeah, Reedhead, her first free throw attempt of the game.
And has that one without any problem. So Whitney Houston just got a pair, and now Reedhead to try to convert it as well. Second free throw, Whitney by Reedhead, and that one rings out. It's a 5-point difference.
Kanab 7 of 9 on free throws.
Get a little token pressure here, and see if Richfield makes an attack. Almost turned the ball, and they do turn the ball over.
Yeah, Sammy struggling with the left-hand dribble there, just lost control.
I think they had 2 players on different pages there offensively right now. What they're going to do, the back cut, and then down low to Glover off the glass for 2. That was a pretty offensive set right there.
Whitney Houston penetrating the middle, drawing the defenders close, and just dropping it off inside to McDonald.
It makes that a 3-point ball game here with 1:40 remaining, 38-35 in this third quarter. And almost stolen across the way by McDonald. It'll be inbounds for Richfield.
And right now, the Cowboys just the more aggressive team right now.
Yeah, it's almost like Richfield's gotten a little lethargic in the offensive mindset here. La Jeunesse will attack. We haven't seen him get it inside much, Rich. Now they try to go down low, but it's taken away by Glover. Glover's having a great game.
When they do, it's kind of a forced pass after they've been standing around. Not near the ball movement we saw in the first half.
We talked about elite teams, upper echelon, quick passes. Whitney Houston across the way for Kanab. Dribbles around the screen off at the top. Gets passed down in the right side. Here's Reedhead driving. Comes off with the shot that's no good. And Glover.
And again, the Kanab just wanting those offensive rebounds more than the Wildcats. This held ball will actually go in Richfield's favor this time.
And in comes Alicia Munoz into the ball game for Richfield. See if the changeup gives them a little spunk here.
And I think Coach Peterson looking at some of that defensive rebounding as he gets Alethea back into the game.
And in is Jessica Houston for Kanab. Well, Richfield to work it up a little. It's kind of token pressure that Kanab has put on here. It's not real heavy pressure, but
it has kind of made him hurry a little bit.
Yeah, it's had an effect. Skip pass across the way from the angle right-hand side. The shot no good. The rebound, nice one, put back, and that will break the drought as Megan Bean gets a nice RB and 2.
Yeah, Bean having to get her touches right now on the offensive glass, and that'll give her 12 points.
25 seconds remaining. Let's see if Kanab works for one shot. I'm guessing Will McDonald doing the ball handling right now as she dribbles far side. Now gets it to Whitney Houston, who will back away with 15 seconds remaining.
And they're going to guard her close to half court.
See if they set the screen. Glover sets screen and then rolls. Right side, shot is on the way and short. Fight for the rebound, taken out with 4 seconds remaining. Sloan Roundy looks up at the clock, makes the pass down low, taken away, and that's it. End of the third quarter. So at the end of 3 periods, Richfield 40, Kanab 35, back in 1 minute with.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Travel those hills in style and comfort with a Ford truck from Jorgensen Ford. Ford trucks built Ford tough to last. Smart truck, smart choice. Stop by Jorgensen Ford at 1000 South, Coveview Road, Richfield, Utah, or give them a call at 435-896-8436. Experience the Jorgensen difference.
Good luck once again to the Kanab High School Cowboys from the staff at the Kane County School District.
In that third period, Kanab outscoring Richfield 11-9, outscoring them by 2. It was 7-point lead for Richfield at half. Now it's 5-point lead, 40-35. We appreciate Southern Utah University presenting the halftime show. Honey's Marketplace presented our pregame. You can save up to 30 cents per gallon when you present your grocery receipt at the fuel center at Honey's Marketplace. And it's possession here to Kanab. Glover outside. Steps in, backs off, comes back in again, and then backs it away. Give it up to a guard now, and they'll come right side. Paint penetration and back out now to Whitney Houston for a 3. Comes off the rim, and the rebound, Glover back, tries to go up. This will probably go on LaJeunesse on the foul. Boy, has Glover been effective in this second half.
She's just dominating the offensive glass right now.
Seeing a little, I think, frustration on Megan Bean's face here. Outside pass comes now to Whitney Houston. Drives to the right-hand side. Alicia Houston, they were in a little weave here. McDonald at the top, pulls up, puts up the shot. Rims off, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Sloan Roundy. Makes the pass near side, sideline. Into the paint, on the run, shot is up, whistle. Charging foul on Megan Bean.
Easy call for the official there. Megan caught the ball up by the three-point line on the skip pass, put her head down and drove to the hoop, and Glover was there.
I think she's a little frustrated.
2-3 seconds early, and that'll be Megan's second foul.
Mark Peterson called her over. I think he just told her to settle down, settle into your game here. So at the 7:05 mark, 5-point lead for Richfield. Kanab has the ball with Houston. Now to Glover. And Glover hands it off. And Mickey Houston says, I want Glover down low. I don't want her out here. High post, that's fine. We'll get it there and work off from that. Now to Whitney Houston, a long 3. And it comes off the iron.
You're actually surprised when she misses one of those.
Richfield had an early offensive run down on the transfer. They could have gone fast break. They didn't pick it up. Drive by Sloan Roundy into the paint. Ball tipped loose. It'll be back in for Richfield.
Whitney Houston doing a nice job deflecting that ball out of bounds, preventing the layup.
Whitney Johnson, a senior, back in for Kanab. Inbounds Richfield. They lead it by 5 at the 6:31 mark. Sunrise Engineering postgame show is coming up. La Jeunesse on the inbounds. Shot.
Ooh.
Oh, that was halfway down, rattled out. And the ball finally taken down in the corner by McDonald. Shaley, sophomore, working it up, tries to hit the pass side court. Lost away, and it'll be Richfield ball.
Pressure there by Alethea.
I think we got a couple of tired teams right now.
Yeah,
got some fresh substitutions in there for Kanab, but there's some
sure
tired players out there.
I'm sure they didn't sleep much, both teams playing the late game last night.
Yeah, it was a quick turnaround. La Jeunesse. Now they work it to the high post on the walk as Sammy Beck drug the pivot foot. She was trying to decide whether I'm going to pass or am I going to drive, and meanwhile the foot went along too.
Yeah, she started the momentum towards the hoop, had a second thought to go back up on top.
So here comes the Kanab again. It's been a lot of turnovers in the last little bit here. We are well past 2 minutes into this quarter without any points either way.
It's usually the way teams start the game.
Yeah, that's very true. Good point. Shot off the glass. That rims off no good. The rebound to Megan Bean. Yeah, you get a good defensive rebound or two, and it can get some of that frustration off too. Munoz drives baseline, backs around, and puts it off the glass and finally gets points. Athletic power is what worked there. Her strength played off for her. She kind of did that roll in.
Yeah, hard drive, left, comes back to the right. Alethea with 3 points.
Across the way to McDonald. Timeout taken by Kanab. With 5:25 remaining, back in 1 minute.
Zion. His influence was so far-reaching, you couldn't even put a number on it.
It was the boy, not the game. He was making good young men out of them.
In order to build a small community, you have to be involved.
Kent is the TV and FM translator king of the world.
Just thick black smoke hitting us really hard, really fast, intense heat.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Amerilite, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
42-35, fourth quarter action in this semifinal with the winner advancing to the state championship game. So it's a 7-point lead. Finally got points in the quarter here at about the 5:30 mark from Richfield getting those two. Kanab with the ball inbounds. And Munoz remains in the ball game for Richfield. Pass comes far side to McDonald. She and McDonald gathering the loose ball for a second, lost it out of her hand for a second, loses it again, and is out hustled near far court. Last touch by Kanab.
I think Alethea was able to save that back off of McDonald and went off her out of bounds last.
So inbounds here for Richfield. Well, you just got to credit Munoz for hustling because she was a lot further away from that ball. She said, I'm not going to be lackadaisical and just watch this go out of bounds. We'll see if we make something happen, and it did.
And she's given them a defensive spark, Larry, in this fourth quarter.
Out front, La Jeunesse playing catch out top with Beck. And they go down into the far corner. Roundy hesitated, then puts up the shot, and it rims off, but the rebound is chased down by Beck. And then a walking call. Tight defense on Johnson, and Beck walks with it.
Beck kind of lost her balance. She's kind of trying to let the official know that their defender had something to do with it, but they get her for the travel call.
So Kanab to work across here with 4:40 on the clock. Kind of the scoring pace that we've had here early in this quarter. I don't know that Kanab can burn a lot of clock here. But here comes Glover, and she loses it off her foot out of bounds. Now they say last touch by Richfield.
Yeah, I thought if anything maybe a foul, but it definitely went off her knee out of bounds.
I don't know if Kanab is trying to run isolation and let her dribble drive, or kind of what their mindset is. The pass comes down into the corner, three-point shot that rips out, and then the put back and walking call. That's a tall timber right there.
Yeah, nice offensive rebound there
by Johnson.
Johnson, and she immediately, instinctively went up, but as she did, she found out Megan Bean was right there.
So it'll go to Richfield here with 4:15 remaining. And extended defense by Kanab to midcourt. Crossover pass from Bean. La Jeunesse. That's no good. tipped away on the rebound. It'll be Kanab's ball on the inbounds after the rebound. I don't know. I know La Jeunesse was open, but you've got a 7-point lead. You don't want to just totally shut down the offense, but I think you make some smart passes. Delay a little clock, get a little off of the clock here.
Yeah, give it a chance for an inside touch. That shot, they can come back to it.
Kanab's the one that's got to accelerate a little bit here. Off the dribble drive, Houston into the paint and off the glass for Whitney Houston. No good. The rebound down to Megan Bean for Richfield. La Jeunesse will work across here. Kanab's going to do some lineup changes along the way, though. Try to keep some. They're going to need chasers in there on defense now. They'll try to keep some even out of that zone set. They'll be trying to chase on the ball some. Corner right side. Here's a 3-point shot on the way, and it's no good off the miss by Beck. It'll be Richfield inbounds. Two players trying to control it. Neither one could. Last touch by Kanab.
La Jeunesse doing a nice job battling for that.
And a timeout.
Sammy Beck is down.
Yeah, Beck is hurt, and there's timeout on the court. And we will take a 1-minute break.
My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in San Pete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
They can listen to satellite radio, they can listen to their iPod, but they don't give you local content. The local radio station can do that.
So my dad always told us, if you guys want to make a lot of money, you're going to have to move where the people are. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to stay here.
One thing that all the people that live here have in common is that they all chose this place, and they could probably make better money somewhere else. And so we're all here because we love this place.
Well, they can't resume play until they get Sammy back up. They help her up, the trainer, which, boy, that's one great thing about you. They've got a trainer here that has been here for ages at SU. He knows everything. In fact, he was here when you were here, wasn't he?
He had to work my ACL rehab for about 1.5 years, and Ben Davidson is one of the great ones.
Yes, he is. He's an institutional name in this. So Beck's on the sideline. They are working on her right knee. Inbounds for Richfield here. And down to the baseline drive by Sloan Roundy. Shot good. That could be a cushion right there for Richfield with that Sloan Roundy drive.
Roundy with 8.
Big-time basket there for a veteran, and a foul down on the Richfield end. 44-35 with 3:10 remaining. A 9-point lead here for Richfield. Roundy making the big drive in the bucket. Inbounds for Kanab. Now every possession at this point, I think, becomes critical for Kanab. Every time they don't get points, it's going to hurt them. McDonald works around, gets it out top. Alicia Houston back to McDonald. McDonald swinging left. Now comes out top again with it.
Maybe get Whitney some touches.
Yeah, and then the shot is up and no good. And I realize that right now Madison Utley just staying with Whitney Houston wherever, but you can run her off some picks and stuff, and they really didn't do anything there. They just left her isolated without much to happen. La Jeunesse. Utley drifting down into the right side, and I think Megan Bean's going to be okay. She's up and walking now. That is good news. Boy, the way she was grimacing for a while, it looked concerning.
Yeah, it did.
Got another game to go yet. From the free throw line, shot is up, and that's good. Megan Bean to hit that one.
Megan flashing high post. She's very effective in that mid-range shot.
6 points in this quarter, none. Kanab has not scored in this period, and we're at almost the 2-minute mark. Whitney Houston in the paint. Down to the baseline. Glover shuffled her feet, walks with it. How valuable is about an 8-foot pull-up bank shot if you know how to do it?
Exactly, and this Richfield on a pretty good streak right now.
They've got the ball inbounds, full court pressure from Kanab. It's not all that intense, and Megan Bean will work it across.
Megan, tallest player on the court, but she's comfortable handling the ball.
La Jeunesse near midcourt. And Utley sets the screen. La Jeunesse challenges through, though, and then it's picked away by Alicia Houston. Get it into the hands of McDonald. McDonald will do a lot of the ball handling along with Whitney Houston. And Whitney Houston will crank a long 3. That was just a tad long, and the rebound down to Richfield. It was that shot last night that broke the back of Gunnison. And then a foul will be committed by McDonald. And that will only be the 4th foul on Kanab. That's something that Mickey Houston's got to look at here now with 1:42 remaining. He's going to, every kind of opportunity here, they need to get that to about the sixth foul spot here pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're aware of that.
Not a lot of team fouls called in this either half.
And down inside shot is up, and that's good. A backhand toss up by Megan Bean, and she's been key in the past couple of minutes here.
Yeah, 16 points for Megan.
And McDonald holding it. Will come out top now to Whitney Houston with Utley, and a lot taller on Whitney Houston than Utley.
And that has affected her ability to get a shot off.
Yep. Just takes away about another foot range. We've got a foul on the far side. A minute 19 remaining in this, and it is a 13-point lead. So
just a sixth team foul on the Wildcats.
And 4 on Kanab. Inbounds and timeout. Timeout on the court, and we'll be back here in 1 minute.
Check out the
Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Jorgensen's. It's that time of year again. This is a brand new 2013 800 Pro RMK, the lightest, most flickable sled on the market. Come on down and see it, sit on it, feel it. Let us tell you all about it. We have new climb gear all ready to go, get you ready for the season. As you can see, it's that time of year, so come see us as soon as you can.
My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in Sanpete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
Drought has been costly for Kanab. They were within 5, and now they are down by 13. 8 points in the quarter for Richfield, none for Kanab with a minute 20 remaining. And Whitney Houston will set the offense up off the screen. Rolls to the right, and then will make the pass right to Jessica Houston. Baseline drive. Plant, shoot up the shot, no good. The rebound, Glover back for 2. She's fouled. She'll go to the line and have a chance to make this a 10-point spread here with a minute 3 remaining.
Yeah, 7 minutes gone by without a score for the Cowboys up until that one.
Check in here for Kanab is Reedhead.
Sammy Beck, great sign for the Wildcats as she re-enters the ball game after that, after going down with the injury.
LaJeunesse checks out and ready to shoot the free throw here for Glover, who's had a long wait there at the charity stripe, trying to pull her team to within 10. They have 5 fouls. They'd have to foul twice more to get it into a bonus situation. Free throw is no good. Then the rebound is saved into the hands of, and then a walking call. Boy, there was a lot of contact. And Munoz, when she was bumped, walked with the ball, so a turnover gives the ball back into Kanab here.
Underneath their own basket.
Let's see, it'll be Houston to trigger in. Let's see if she makes a pass in, and then if she comes near corner or if she goes baseline flash, they'll just do a handoff to her in the corner. And then she'll back away, drives into the paint, needs some help, and walks with it.
Yeah,
I think she was thought somebody would come to a low block. They didn't come into the low block.
Yeah, she's made that flash pass, a few times, but nobody flashed that time.
And then the long pass at the other end to Utley. Madison backs away, puts off the shot, off the glass and 2. Smooth as glass on that one. Nice. And it's back to a 13-point lead. So
nice job by Utley tracking down that baseball pass and gathering to put it back in off the glass.
Off the screen out top, Whitney Houston comes right-hand side. Sets, shoots. She's had a frustrating second half. Munoz rips the ball away. Gets it into the hands. Well, they relay it up. Roundy to Bean. And it'll be Bean to go to free throw line here. She's kind of chuckling about it. 23 seconds remaining. No, she won't go yet. Need one more foul and then bonus. So
Wildcats going to have wholesale substitutions.
Yeah, so here goes Mickey Houston. He'll bring in substitution as well. I bet this is, we've got this, see, is 15 in this other roster here. Is that Serapis?
Actually,
Serapis checks in. She is a senior. They're going to give her a few minutes here on the court for Kanab. A few seconds, actually. And outside Richfield, work a delay weave with it here. And then the reach-in foul by Whitney Johnson. Well, they'll both be playing tomorrow. And for Kanab, Their game time will be at 11:45, and site to be determined. I am guessing, it kind of depends on what happens with Emory boys tonight, but I am guessing that game will be at Cedar City, but that is yet to be determined.
McKenna McEwen misses the front end.
And a far pass down in the far corner with 10 seconds remaining, turned over. So it'll go back to Richfield here. Our post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering, and we'll be naming players of the game both ways for that one as we get into our post-game. And then a foul in backcourt by Whitney Houston. Game time tomorrow for Richfield in that championship against Emory will be at 2 o'clock, and it's here in the Centrum. 2 o'clock. I want you to note that time because it's earlier than we're used to a lot of times. So 2 o'clock championship game time for Richfield. Going down to support the Wildcats. And their quest for the state championship take on a league opponent for that state title at 2 o'clock here at the Centrum.
Talisha Hink, sophomore, will go to the free throw line for the Cats.
And it's a little short. Rebound taken down by Kanab. And that's going to wind the timeout here. As Reedhead throws up the shot. Final score, 50-37. 13-point victory for the Richfield Wildcats here in the semifinals. So Wildcats move on to the state championship. On ahead, we on the postgame show will take a look at statistics, name our players of the game, and have a whole lot more for you as we take a look at the bracket as well. Coming up, postgame show presented by Sunrise Engineering, back in 3 minutes.